But I wanted to put the microscope on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I say that because I remember a couple pods ago, I was like, man, like the Jags are actually doing something right now. But then I had to turn over and do my homework real quick. I had to do my recon. I had to do my recon. And I wanted to go ahead and go over some of these players that the Jacksonville Jaguars decided to sign. First things first, Evan Ingram. So 1 year deal worth $9 million. Now, a lot of people have mixed feelings about Evan Ingram. Got injury problems. Got issues with drops. Struggles in run defense. Excuse me. Struggles in run blocking. Like those are some big, huge question marks. Big, huge question marks. Now he did an interview after for the reason why he signed with the Jacksonville Jaguars and Doug Peterson. And one of the reasons was the Jaguars run a lot of two tight ends. Excuse me, Doug Peterson liked to run a lot of two tight ends. His last two seasons with the Philadelphia Eagles, he finished second and first in the league with in 2020 and 2019 in terms of two tight ends usage at 35% and 52%. So considering the fact that Evan Ingram might end up being the guy, which is this seems like a lot that's going on. We have that slot tight end, like not the actual put your hand in the dirt tight ends. Now we have the slot tight end. A lot of question marks when it comes down to Evan Ingram. A lot. I got faith in him though. I think he can get the job done. But at the same time, question marks. I like the move of Foley Fatukasi. I hope I pronounced that right. I've been practicing some of these names for real. It was a 3-year, $30 million deal, 20 million fully guaranteed. I like the move. He was starting to develop into a nice run stuffing defensive tackle. Can't complain. Nice run stuffing defensive tackle. I liked it. It was a good move. Now, Zay Jones, this is where stuff gets really, really, really fishy. Well, Evan Ingram was questionable, but Zay Jones too. 3-year, $24 million deal, $14 million in guaranteed money. Last year, played 17 games with the Raiders, caught 47 passes, only for 546 yards and 1 touchdown. Again, that's a very, very questionable pickup because of the fact that you really don't have any wide receiver depth on your roster that's really worth like a threat. That's really a threat. And they're hoping that Zay Jones can come out and be that big physical receiver that has some speed to him that can go up and get the 50-50 ball. That's my interpretation of it. So they're this is a big, huge risk here with Zay Jones, who has never really been the guy anywhere. Next up, we have Christian Kirk, who they signed from the Arizona Cardinals. It was a 4-year, $72 million deal. We got Christian Kirk getting paid getting paid number one receiver money, but can't produce number one receiver stat numbers. Excuse me. Hasn't caught over 1,000 yards yet. And I felt like in 2021, that was the year where Christian Kirk could have showed what he really could do because he had to step up into that role or the number 2 role. Well, who you picking? A washed up AJ Green or Christian Kirk? That was Christian Kirk's opportunity to show what he could really do. And I wasn't impressed. And by him getting top dog money, that like raised a bunch of eyebrows around the league. Like, okay, this guy right here, Christian Kirk, he's number one receiver caliber. we gonna have to reset the market. That's probably what was going through Devontae Adams' mind. We gonna have to reset the market. Like, I'm nowhere. This guy's not in my league. Not in my league. But I get it. It's free agency. We throw money at people for them to come sign with us. That's what it is. That's what it is. We got Foye Oluokun, ex Atlanta Falcons linebacker. I like the move. Fast, sideline to sideline linebacker. Only issue is it has difficulty in pass coverage. The Jacksonville Jaguars drop Miles Jack. Hopefully they can get something better out of Foye, but it's gonna be a tough ask. I like Miles Jack in pass coverage. Brandon Sherf. I like this move. Brandon Sherf was a 3-year, $49.5 million deal with $30 million guaranteed. When healthy, he is one of the best guards in football. Like both ends. Been able to be a very good run blocker and a very good pass protector. And I feel like that was the biggest issue with the Jacksonville Jaguars last year, was being able to protect Trevor Lawrence. Well, that's probably the biggest issue in general when it comes down to any young quarterback. You want to be able to provide him with the protection for him to be able to get the ball out. And his rookie season struggled. Really struggled.
Nah for the bay. Nah for the bay. We don't care what you said. Nah for the bay. Nah for the bay. Nah for the bay. We ain't hearing what you say. Nah for the bay. Fire!